Hey, good day to you. I hope you've had a great weekend and gearing up to have an amazing week. This hopefully will help you today. I've been working through this journal. It's called Present Over Perfect. It's a guided journal that was gifted to me by a friend of mine, and I thought I would try it. So I've been doing this every day this month. I want to visit with you about today's journal entry. It says, for many of us, that's why we do unhealthy things. We want to avoid the dark sludge of self-loathing. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. It says, have you had moments when you felt those dark feelings? Have you? I know I have, and so that's what we're going to discuss today. So I put down yes. I said there are still struggles in the comparison game, and that's what I'm encouraging you to avoid at all costs, if you can, is that comparing yourself with where other people are in their lives, because it's such a losing battle. I said no matter who you are or what you do, there's always someone that is farther along the road. They're better looking, they're in better physical condition, they have more money than you, they have more stuff. So there's always someone that's better than you. And I also get once in a while, for me, I think that I should be farther along down the road than I am in different areas of my life. And I don't know if that happens to you, but probably does, because you probably didn't think you would be in the situation that you're in and facing right now today. So much of this struggle has to do with what we focus on. And when you get down, and sometimes that's sleep related, it's nutrition related, whatever, when you get down on yourself, that's when you start comparison. And one of the worst things for us is the Facebook comparison game, because the first thing you do in the morning is you get on there and you look at everybody else's highlight reel. And you're thinking, oh, I wish my husband treated me that way and we went out to a fancy dinner and blah, blah, blah. And they didn't post the part that they were throwing pots and pans at each other, which for some households is an Olympic sport. They didn't post that stuff, that they got in a big fight and their marriage really sucks. They just posted the highlight reel, right? But you start focusing on that, and then that's where you start thinking that you are less than. And I said, then if that's what you focus on, that's what you get more of. So if you focus on how far you've come, how far the things that you've overcome, and how good you really are, and that you really are progressing in whatever it is that you are trying to do, then you avoid that game of comparison. And I put here that I follow some influencers who, they are at the top of their game. They launch 7-figure programs. They have 14 billion views on their posts and all that stuff. And yet the more that you get to know them, you know that some of them fight depression, because they tell you, and that's what I love about the inside secrets of some of these, you find out that they are fighting a lot of things that you don't want anything to do with. And I've heard it put this way one time, that if you and I were to be in a theater and we all write down our problems on a piece of paper, and then we crumple it up like this and we go throw it up on the stage, but the only deal is we have to pick someone else's crumpled up piece of paper. Chances are that when you open up and see what someone else's struggles are and what their problems are, you'd be wanting your problems back. So please, 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 all this is just to tell you, avoid that comparison game at all costs. I know I struggle with that sometimes. I go there sometimes. But one of the best things you can do is focus on the good, because you'll get more of that. Focus on what you do have and the gratitude that goes on in your life. So I hope that helps someone today. Please share this with 3 people that you know. And then click the link below, because I'm going to put on there to get a copy of my Daily Self-Confidence for More Happiness. It's a free download, and it takes about a minute and a half to go through, and I encourage you to do that a couple of times a day. It works. It'll help you stay out of that comparison game. So, longer video today. Appreciate you sticking around. Get that download. Share this with 3 of your friends, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.